Hello and welcome. I'm Cameron John, lead product marketing here at House Pro. We are here to talk about some of the new features that we've released in the last quarter. The idea is to help you move your projects forward and save time. I'm joined here today by my friend and colleague, Brendan Reed, senior product marketer here at House with us. We are going to walk through a couple of key improvements that we've made to the House Pro feature set, specifically for folks in the building industry and the contracting industry. First, let me get into set the agenda for the day. I want to share a real quick vision of how we build products at House, and that'll tie into why we built what we did and how we built it. So the vision really is oriented around three pillars: helping you stay organized, helping you save time, and helping you increase your profits. The market is crazy right now. It's been a very busy time for our friends in the industry, and everything we do here at House is all oriented around making better products for the build industry, because we want the experience using House Pro to be as easy as possible, to be as simple as possible, and to be consistent. We know that folks in the industry prefer to have tools that are well built. They work flawlessly every time, because we know time is money. We need to help you get your work done in-house with the fewest amount of clicks possible, and we also need to build things for the field. You're not behind a computer all day long. You are typically in the field, building, meeting clients, delivering value, and making people happy. So that's our overarching philosophy, and we will get into a couple of recent highlights, and I'll hand it over to Brendan to talk about the first couple of improvements around staying organized.
Awesome. Thanks, Cameron. I appreciate it. So it was a busy quarter for us, and there's a handful of things that we are excited to talk to you about that you probably have already seen in House Pro. But we figured this is a good refresher for you that fall under the stay organized bucket. And one of the first features that we launched, which we were really excited about, we had a partnership with Connex and brought in a lot of their technology into the House Pro platform. And we are now introducing takeoffs. If you had a chance to use it, you can understand how powerful it is and what it actually is now bringing to you. For a lot of you builders who have project plans that you're working from, this is a great tool to accurately estimate quicker. A lot of our pros are saying that they're now able to estimate about 10 times faster. So we're really excited to hear that. And at a high level, we're not going to demo this today, but at a high level, takeoffs allows you to measure a project plan. You can also count. It's a really great way to accurately create an estimate based off of some plans that you already have. We've got some great resources that we'll share later today in this webinar that you should go check out that go really in depth on takeoffs. The second feature, or feature set, I should say, because it was both on iPad and Android that we launched, was tablet functionality. We're really excited about this. I know that this was a top request from a lot of you pros, and we're excited to finally deliver this to you. I think it brings the benefits of the mobility of being on a phone with a larger screen size, and it plays great with some of our other features like life-size walkthrough, but overall, it just makes it really great. It's like a full command center on the go. And I know a lot of you pros are in the field on job sites and you need more screen space. So we're excited to finally deliver that to you. The last one, which we'll actually demo today, are a set of timeline improvements that really get us closer to being more like a Gantt chart, I would say. We've introduced things like dependencies, sub-items, and before, if you're familiar with the timeline, it was just stages of a project that you can map out, which is great. But now you're able to take it a step further, give a little bit more detail into your project timeline, and I'm sure your clients will really appreciate that level of visibility if that's what they want. So let's go ahead and jump right into the demo. Okay, great. We're in one of our projects here, and we're doing a kitchen remodel. And for those of you who haven't used Timeline yet, who want to know where it is, it's over here on the left-hand side, and so I'm underneath the project tab right now. I actually can access all of my timelines right here, but I'm going to go ahead and just go into this specific project's timeline. Okay, great. So we're in our project here, and right off the bat, if you haven't had a chance to use this since we've updated it, you'll notice a few things. We've kind of updated and modernized the look and feel of the timeline itself. And the great part about this is it's now all drag and drop. So we've got different stages of our project here. And what I'm able to do now is I can simply adjust our timeline in case we have a moving schedule. Say we're doing demo work and it takes longer than we expected. I can simply go in here and adjust it to note that. So that's one thing that you'll notice right off the bat that's brand new. Another thing that you'll notice we now have sub items. So like I was talking about, that granularity that you're actually able to now provide on a project timeline. With sub items, you can actually give as much detail as you want. We are doing some touch-up work before we're installing our cabinets. We need to fix some of the drywall. We need to do some paints before we're installing our cabinetry. But our client has actually requested that we install an outlet. So what I'm going to actually do to show you this real time is I'm going to add a sub item for this outlet. So I'm going to go in here and you'll have this panel now where you can add all this detail and where you can see all the detail about this particular stage. So let me go ahead and type this in. I'm going to have the status is open because it's currently not complete. And I'm actually going to assign this to our team member, Henry, who's going to work on this for us. It's only going to take him a day. So I'm going to say 1 working day. And I'll show you one of our new additions as well to the timeline. It's dependencies. So this is actually going to be the first step in our touch-up process for this kitchen remodel. So what I'm going to do to note that is I'm actually going to click that little open box right there, the open circle, and attach it to our patchwork that we're going to do after that electrical outlet's been installed. Once we patch, we're obviously going to paint. And there you go. So the beauty of this is
dependencies.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and so it's a great way to show kind of your order of operations for the work that we're doing for the project. This becomes especially applicable when you have a set of subcontractors that are doing different pieces of work. And it just is a great way to show stuff that's reliant on each other. Like obviously we cannot install our countertops until our cabinetry gets installed. So this just gives you a little bit more flexibility and gives you a chance to give a little bit more detail into your project timeline so you really can stay organized and stay on top of everything. Outside of that, I can actually go into dependencies down here and adjust what's dependent on each other if I don't want to do that here. But I would recommend just going and attaching things right from the timeline itself. It makes it really easy. This detail will also show up on your client dashboard, so you'll have everything available to you.
That's really helpful. Given all the supply chain challenges we're seeing in the industry, having dependencies it's important because timelines always shift, whether it's supply chain or labor availability. This helps keep projects on track.
Yeah, it really, really does. Okay, great. Cameron, I will send this back to you.
Sounds good. Thanks, Brendan. Now I'm going to talk about saving time. Let's get into the saving time elements of the improvements we just released. So I'll talk about one and I'll demo two. So I'll start at the bottom. Mobile estimates. We've done a lot of work on our mobile app. There's a lot more functionality there. We just released this a couple weeks ago, and it's much smoother. So try it out on the mobile app. It's a little hard to demo here in this environment because what I want to focus on instead is templates. So what you see here is our new template creation center. So this is located under Manage all the way at the bottom, estimating templates. So what this is 5 of our most common job types inside of House Pro. We looked at the data and pulled out the 5 most common templates and created an easy way to access them for you and your jobs. So we know there's a lot of folks that do kitchen and bath work. What we did is create an easy way to get to templates that are good for that. So let's pick a paint job. It's probably easier. So I have one set up here. So you click on interior paint. It's got everything you're going to need already laid out for doing an interior paint job. Now, any of these items can be edited, of course. This is all just a place to start. The intent here is to make sure that you don't have to start from scratch. You can use something that's already pre-built and make edits to it. So you can see here we have some rental equipment all the way down to dust control. So for example, I know rental equipment is now, it's a little more expensive now, and I'm probably going to need 3 spray rigs. So real quick, edit it, and then it updates the pricing there. So we have templates, and then the other thing I want to show is if I want to. So this is automatically saved, and this is now your template for interior paint. Super easy to create a new one. If you want to make your own template, here you go. Make it from scratch. This will take you a couple of minutes, but you can adjust it and get it to the way you want it for just your specific workflow, and then you're good to go. That's what I want to show about templates. Now, what I really want to show is the improvements we've made to estimates. We know we've gotten a lot of feedback about estimates and how people want it to be smoother. They want it to be quicker. They want it to be more fluid. So I'm going to quickly open up a kitchen project. So here I'm inside my client Kristen's project. It's a bathroom remodel. So I'm going to open up the estimate. If you need to get to it, it's on your left-hand nav. Estimates are also under projects. You can get to all projects, and then from there you can get into your estimates. So what this is, it's very quick bathroom remodel. She needs some plumbing, a little bit of concrete, and obviously some site cleaning at the way out. So first thing I want to show you is the Add Items button. It's a real quick way to add in additional things. So for this bathroom, I'm probably going to need a little, maybe a sink. So you type in the first couple words, it'll bring up things for you. There you go. Put in a base cabinet sink, one piece. That looks about right. We'll just leave it there. But we know that you can't install a sink after you've cleaned up the site. So another improvement we made, the ability to drag items around in an estimate. So site cleaning, that goes at the end, of course. Plumbing, concrete, cabinets, that looks okay. So and if you decide you want more items, that's great. You can put them in there. If, for example, maybe the cabinets need to get done, and maybe you have a delay. Cabinets need to get done between plumbing and concrete, simply drag them around. Third bit of improvement on the user experience I want to show you for estimates is around the parts list. So we've expanded our parts list to include 12,000 items. It's easily accessible here with this blue button on the right from the parts list. A little slider slides out, and it's organized by more or less the timeline of a job. So protection and cleaning, demolition, interiors. So if you need to pull a permit, for example, in the planning process, we were partnering with our friends at Remodel Max to integrate a 12,000 item catalog. So you can quickly add in a building permit, maybe some on-site plans to make sure this gets done above board. Add them in, and that's it for the parts list. That's what I'd like to show about estimates. So while I get my demo environment ready, I'll just put this up here and you can read it from our friend Josh in the UK, who's been very excited by the new version of our estimates and takeoffs feature. It really just allows him to do much faster work here. Now I want to move into the section about increasing profits. We know that time is money. You guys are as busy as you've ever been. So I want to show off a couple of things that'll help you increase your bottom line as you're moving through your work. This is something that I'm really excited about. This is called our life-size walkthrough. It's basically the ability to show your client using your phone what their kitchen remodel is going to look like, so they don't have to conceptualize it in their head or look at drawings. Now I'm going to show this on a video because it's hard to demo this. It's hard to demo this inside of a webinar. So bear with me, So what you see here is my kitchen. We've decided we need to update it, make it look a little more modern. And what you see here is the real kitchen behind it and the augmented reality version of it in the phone, in my hand there, using our new technology. So you can see we're looking at those gray cabinets, a nice rug, a black sectional to replace the children's toys and the play mats on the floor. So what this allows you to do is really put that wow in someone's head, because they can visualize it really quickly in your phone while you're walking them through the house. And it's a real quick way to get them from concept to, yes, let's move this ahead. Most pros that we've used this with have been able to sell that job. So it's a great selling tool for you. And it's a way to really bring that project to life and shorten the sales cycle with your clients.
I never get tired seeing that. It's so impressive. I feel like our designers are going to love that too. It's like the evolution of a mood board, bringing your vision. It becomes a little bit more real than before you started working on anything.
Exactly. So now I want to show you what the last thing we're going to run through today is email marketing. So we just launched an email marketing tool. The intent is to make it as simple as possible to up-level your communication. And what I mean by that is, we know you're busier than ever. A lot of you probably get much of your work through word of mouth, through friends, through neighbors, through people that see you on the site and come over and say hello. What if there was an easy way to have that inbound flow of leads and interested customers come to you? So we built an email marketing engine to do just that. So the idea is very quickly and very easily, you can send out campaigns to your vendors, to your past clients, to your leads you haven't worked with yet, and keep them up to date about what you've been working on, and just stay in touch. It's a way to use your email inbox and use your outbound email engine to drive more leads. So I am in the email marketing area inside of Houzz. So right under here, email marketing, brand new. So there's three pieces to this. One, I'm going to create a campaign from some very glossy templates. So what you see here is we built 5 very glossy templates with pictures already included in there for the most common use cases that we hear from our pros. Request client feedback, book a consultation with me, holiday greeting, birthday greeting, New Year greeting, project spotlights, some work that we've just completed. We wanted to keep you updated, and then maybe a monthly newsletter. So the idea is that you can use these templates to automatically drip out content, email touches to your entire email list, so you don't have to do it one by one. So let's pick one. Let's pick a scheduled consultation. That's an outbound way to offer someone the opportunity to book time with you. So I'll get back to my campaigns because I already have one set up, and I'll show you what that looks like. Book a consultation. So as you can see, I have my logo here for Fernleaf Builders, a project near the coast that I'm very proud of, that I want to show off, sort of my lead project. But maybe I decide, I want the photo to be at the top. All of these things are drag and drop, easy to do. So maybe I want my logo a little bit farther down. Let's put it down here. If I want to edit the words, all of this is, you can include links in here. Edit the words, no problem. Put your calendar, put a link to your calendar in here. If you need to update your the hours of your studio, all of this is easily editable. You can even connect your social media accounts if you want people to find you on Houzz, on Facebook, Instagram, easy to do as well. So, and you can make templates out of it, just like we showed how to make templates in your estimates and in with your other documents. You can turn any of these into a template as well. So once you get your email template ready to go, click on continue to send. Now, this is the second part. You pick your list up. You pick the people you want to send it to. So you can send this through your Gmail account. I'm sending it right here. You can see it through my Gmail account. If you want to disconnect it and send it through a Houzz Pro server, that works too. So I want to send this to my leads. I also want to send this to my past clients, just in case they might want to keep in touch and maybe they have another project. So I'm going to send it to those people. Quick subject line. How can I help? My clients prefer short, direct communication. If you need to send a test email to yourself, send it out. Make sure it looks nice. Send a test email right there. And then you're ready to send the campaign. And that's it. So I'm sending it to 24 uniques. 2 people won't be included. And that's that. And then the third piece here is to look at your analytics. So what I'll do here is to help you interpret these numbers at the top. So this was a promotion I sent the other day to our client list. Sent it to 23 people. 2 of them opened it. That's a pretty good open rate. Now the click rate and the unsubscribe rate. This also helps you dial in your communication to figure out who's ready to hear from you and who's not. Maybe unsubscribes are people that moved out of the area that are not looking for your services anymore. Click rate is it's a good way to keep track of the leads that are extremely hot. So with that, we'll keep moving ahead. Okay, so we know there might be some folks in the audience that have questions. We'd like to open it up for question and answer. So put your questions in the chat window, and we will answer them in the order that we got them. Now, we know we covered a lot of ground here. Q1 was full of releases and a lot of new value, new features that we released for you guys. If you'd like more information and more resources, there's a webinar that our team conducted recently about takeoffs to show you exactly the click path and how to do it. Brendan mentioned that at the top. We will follow up with this with the links to this webinar if you'd like. And with that, we will round it out and say a heartfelt thank you for spending time with us and helping us dig deeper into the features that we've released. And we will see you soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.